guys, in this video we're going to be talking about removable versus non-removable discontinuities. So we'll start by talking about the removable ones on the left here. So the main one you want to know is going to be holes. So these literally look like a graph that just has a hole somewhere in the function, a little gap. So for example, if we have a little function and it's just chilling, and then there's a little hole right here. So not a whole vertical gap, just a little hole. This would be considered a removable discontinuity because we could essentially fill it in. So say that this is 4 on the x-axis and 1 on the y-axis. We could make it into like a piecewise function by saying that when x equals 4, y equals 1, and that would fill in that mark. Then we would have our function would have a point at f of 4, it would be equal to 1, and we would have a limit as x approaches 4, which would be 1, and those values would be the same, so it would be continuous. If you need a little reminder on the things you need to be continuous as a function, you can check out that video. So for non-removable discontinuities, there are going to be 2 that you need to know. So the first one is going to be vertical asymptotes. And these look really similar to holes algebraically, but we'll go into more detail on that in another video. On a graph, these are denoted by a little vertical dotted line. And essentially the function gets really close to that value on the x-axis, but it never quite reaches that x value. And these are non-removable discontinuities. The second kind that you want to know are going to be breaks in a graph. So what this looks like is instead of just having a little hole, there's like a big vertical chunk that's missing. So for example, these happen usually in piecewise functions or in like the absolute value of x over x. So say we have a piecewise function that looks like that on the left and that on the right. Right there at x equals 0, we have this big vertical gap. So this is not something we can just fill in, because even if we filled in those little holes at the ends, our limit would still be approaching a different value from the left than it'd be from the right. So this would be another non-removable discontinuity. Thanks for watching. I hope this helps.